Alright, week 2. At least try something hard isn't an option anymore. Give a good reason that you don't like Denzel Washington. Okay, listen. It's not that I don't like Denzel. Okay, Denzel's fine. He's not a bad actor. I think he's a fine actor. There's nothing wrong with Denzel as a person. As a person, I'm not personally attacking Mr. Washington here. I think he's a victim of the 90s. I really do. All of these 90s films that he starred in, the editing was just abysmal. But that was the style of the 90s. I just went back and watched 12 Monkeys not that long ago. Not a Denzel movie, but that movie's rough. I mean, from a 90s perspective, it's not terrible, but when you step back, 20 years later, it's like, man, the editing and everything, the style was just terrible. And unfortunately, most of his films are 90s films. There are exceptions, Book of Eli, for example, not a 90s film. Didn't like it though, just because the movie was terrible. It was terrible. He was fine. Once again, Denzel was fine. Movie was terrible. Probably the only Denzel film I've really seen that I like is Remember the Titans, and well, it's not an action movie, and that's kind of the reason it's not terrible, because the action movies in the 90s were the worst. As far as from the editing standpoint, they were the worst. So it's not that I don't like Denzel. All right, I don't want Denzel to show up at my house with a knife. That's not what I'm going for here. Like I said, I think he's a victim of the 90s. I really do. So we'll get that out of the way. All right, I like Denzel.